What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Wale is gearing up for a big 2016. 2015 was a strong year for him. He put out the album About Nothing, and it was one of my favorite releases of the year. I just love the fact that he teamed up with Jerry Seinfeld. And not only that, the material was really good too. I mean, he has one of the best Usher hooks that I've heard in a long time. It might be like one of the top 10 guest hooks that Usher's done in his career. The Matrimony is a work of art, of beauty. Anyways, Wale did an interview with Complex while he was down at South by Southwest, and one of the eye-catching things he said was he's dropping not one, but two albums this year. His fifth studio album was announced back in January. It's called S.H.I.N.E, and the acronym is for Still Here Ignoring Negative Energy. And during the interview with Complex, he said that the album is about 80% done. He didn't reveal much in terms of guests in production, but he did name drop two different people, or three if you want to count it. Kehlani will be one of the guests on there, and he seems very excited about that record. And then on the production side, he has Nez and Rio, the production duo. So that's what he said about that album. And in terms of his sixth album, he has not revealed anything about it, but he says that he will be dropping that in 2016 as well. Going back to Shine though, he talks about how he's singing on the album. And he's not singing because he wants to be like the next Casey and JoJo or the next Weeknd, whoever. He's just singing because, and I quote, "I'm singing to enhance my songwriting ability and to evolve as an artist." And I think that's a smart thing to do. A lot of you see that kind of tactic done with a lot of artists. I mean, Wiz Khalifa does it. He clearly can't sing, but he's able to like harmonize his little hooks here and there, and it helps his music. So I'm interested to see where Wale goes with the album. And that's not all that Wale is doing in 2016. The long-awaited Self-Made 4 compilation, it will be executive produced by Wale. He said that Rick Ross gave him, the keys to do it. And his goals with the project is to, he wants to display some of the lesser-known artists such as Rocky Fresh and Fat Trail and help them get some shine, which is something that the Self-Made series, I always thought it was supposed to be, but they always kind of get overshadowed. The lesser known artists always get overshadowed by, the Rick Ross, the Meek Mill, the Wale, and then the guest features. I mean, Self-Made 2 had Kendrick and, a number of people that kind of overshadowed what everybody else was doing. So the other thing that Wale wants to do with Self-Made 4 is kind of show unity within Maybach Music Group. Obviously, there's been such a rocky tension between Wale and Meek Mill, so it'll be interesting to see if he'll reach out to Meek Mill to be on the project. I know Meek is currently on house arrest and can't record, but the project is not slated for, very soon. So by the time everything gets set in motion, Wale will more than likely, be able to reach out to Meek. But I don't know. It would be interesting to just kind of see that because Meek was throwing shots at him back in November. So it's not fresh, but it's not settled as far as we know publicly. But it'll be interesting to see because he used that term of unity. So it sounds like he wants to, patch things up with Meek. Maybe we'll see a collaboration between the two. But I'm definitely interested to see what Wale's influence has on Self-Made 4 because Wale is sort of like the wild card in Maybach Music Group. He doesn't necessarily fit with everybody else. He doesn't make music like Rick Ross or Meek Mill or even Gunplay. So he's always been like that standalone type of guy. So I wonder if that kind of influence is going to sprinkle over into Self-Made 4. And, in terms of guest features too, that's a huge part of the Self-Made series is like who's going to be a guest feature on there. So Wale is going to have a big year. 2 solo albums and executive produced and Self-Made 4. That's a lot on his plate. And it's unknown if all of that is actually going to come out. I mean, we're already in March, and if he's not done with this first album, the earliest I see it actually coming out would be May, probably late May. So then that gives you the time to work on your 6th studio album and, label, all this stuff. So it's no guarantee that this is actually going to happen. This is what his plan is, and I would love to know your thoughts on it. What do you think about Wale dropping 2 albums in 1 year? Do you think it's smart? Do you think it's not smart? And what are your expectations for Self-Made 4? Who do you want to see guest featured on it? What kind of collaborations with the Maybach Music Group do you want to see? Let me know in the comment section below. And then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Follow me on Twitter at Sermon'sDomain. And as always, thank you for your time. I appreciate you for watching. And until next time, peace.